Howard Stern Show.
James, I was lucky enough, 2-3 years ago, we sat next to each other at a dinner party. Couldn't be a lovelier guy. I never saw the play he won a Tony for. A lot of people I trust saw that and said he was absolutely outstanding.
Let's put him down a bit. Why are you a better host than him? In other words, you're an American, and we root for America, and especially in these times.
Well, look, in the end, I think if you're making a choice based on patriotism, I think you
go with the guy.
But no, he's a lovely, talented guy, and
there's been no strategy meeting. How we're going to compete against this guy? Nothing like that.
Well, we must kill him.
I think again, like I'm sure, are in their pre-production time where you can actually have those strategy meetings. When you're actually moving forward, when you're actually doing the show every day, there's no time to actually strategize.
Right.
You are just caught up in the day-to-day of putting the show together. And it's funny because part of me, when I think of all the time that James has had to put a show together, we had 3 weeks between my last SNL and when I started.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you about that.
We had a staff together, and I would pop up and down. With that said, I think if I'm the kind of person that if I had too much time before this show started, that would have driven me crazy. I think giving myself only 3 weeks.
Why is CBS, do you think, because you're in this game now, why do you think they're giving him months and months and months to prepare? I mean, in a sense, I think it's hurting them because they have these rotating hosts and...
Well, let's see. It's very hard to say whether or not the preparation is good or bad until we see what he's done with it. I think when he shows up and if he has this, this show ready to go, you'll say, "Oh, they've played it perfectly."
Will you watch his show from a competitive standpoint?
I guess I'll watch it a little bit just out of curiosity, and also, I have every intention of enjoying it and letting James know that. But I have very little time. The thing I have the least amount of curiosity for is watching other late night talk shows now that I do it.
Well, let's put him down a little bit. He's fat, isn't he? He's chubby.
No, I think
that shows a sign of mental illness, maybe.
We gotta go there.
He's one of the. He's a credible physical comedian.
Yes, he is.
And so I think he's one of those.
We're not worried. But you can fall down a lot.
He'll come out and trip every
Will you
time.
fall down more now on the show?
Well, I will say there is that thing of, anytime you have new competition, part of your head, you get to I wonder what they're, I think the worst thing you can do is the chess game of we'll try to predict what he's going to do. We'll do it first. There's no chance that James and I are going to do the same show. We're two
So
different
there's no
people.
espionage where somebody's trying to get into their meetings and...
Even if...
We should sneak into his meeting.
Hypothetically, if someone snuck into their meeting and I came out and said, you know what I'm going to do? This guy's a Tony Award winner. I'm going to try to do his material before him. I think it would be, if anything...
Preemptive strike.
Would shine a light on how much more talented he is.
The Howard Stern Show.